Looks good.
20 years ago, Pat Tillman gave up his life fighting for his country. He left his NFL career behind because he believed he owed it to America to risk the ultimate sacrifice. And he left a legacy that endures today. Tonight, we're honoring the latest recipient of that honor, Prince Harry, for his extraordinary work with veterans in the Invictus Games. To present the award now, I am honored to welcome 3 heroes, all like Jake, previously Tillman Award recipients and competitors in the Invictus Games. Senior Master Sergeant Israel De Toro, Sergeant Kirsty Ernens, and Sergeant First Class Elizabeth Marks.
So they're going to bring out the veterans to give him the award?
Oh my gosh.
They're opening, Andy. They're opening for him.
Give it to them.
Where's exactly where they getting it?
Give it to them.
It's a hero award. What are we doing? Oh.
No. That guy, yeah.
I'm going to scream.
I'm going to puke.
Yeah.
There's a proud community that we represent tonight. Individuals who came back from war forever changed. People who were in need of new challenges, new obstacles, and a new purpose. 10 years ago, the Invictus Games were born and became a place where wounded, injured, and ill service members could compete and thrive. For thousands of veterans around the world, Invictus are the closest we'll ever get, again, to that camaraderie of the military and that sense of togetherness.
In 2015, it was an honor for me to meet Harry, a veteran himself of 2 tours in Afghanistan. Not because of status, but because he served in the same skies I did and at the same time. He later helped me honor men and women we lost due to conflicts in the Middle East. He didn't have to, but he wanted to. Like the rest of us on the stage tonight, his service wasn't finished. The uniform just doesn't come off. He continued to serve by creating the Invictus Games, to not only remind us that movement and competition are healthy, but necessary for those of us still healing from any wounds of war or sacrifices made during our military service.
I'm so proud to stand with my Invictus family tonight. Throughout our nation's history, we have supported and received support from allied nations. Harry not only fulfilled that war or that in the Middle East, he now supports us by contributing his heart, his spirit, and lending us his celebrity so that ill, sick, injured, and wounded from all over the world have the opportunity to heal through sport and camaraderie. I am honored, and we are honored to call Harry a friend, a brother, an ally, and the champion of the Invictus spirit. A spirit that has forever changed the lives of many, like us.
In war, there are no limits when it comes to trauma. Some injuries you see, many you don't. All have the kind of impact you can't quite measure.
I saw what was left of my arm. You kind of lose your identity.
I started to go unconscious without a warning. I could never be on my own with our little girl, Maya. I became withdrawn, isolated, completely the opposite to who I was.
Sorry, excuse me for a second,
thought
guys.
the world was better without me. This is so crazy.
It took me a while to really understand my life wasn't over. It was just the end of a life. And once I was able to drop that, I was able to focus on who I could become.
There's no one way for veterans to find themselves again after war. But over the last 10 years, the Invictus Games have provided a remarkable path forward for thousands of them.
I was actually in hospital. We got an email for the Invictus Games, and my husband said, "Please, Michelle, just try it." I wasn't sporty. How can I recover through the power of sport? And he put his hand on my leg and he said, "Please, Michelle, we're losing you."
Just because we've been injured, you know, we're not out of the fight. Serving my country has been an incredible honor, but in Invictus, showing other people what you're capable of is another way to serve my country.
Here comes Jason Smith.
I know what my disabilities are, and I know how I'm seen. Invictus is the light at the end of the tunnel.
I wrote.
And the games don't merely help the competitors heal and grow. They guide entire families towards hope as well.
It was a good time. It was the first time we sort of knew that we were going to get your mum back.
What's your favourite moment?
At this moment, I'll always remember that. Everyone was cheering for you.
And it's game on down under for the 2018 Invictus Games.
I was scared, sucking in the water, and my goggles were filling up with tears. About 3/4 of the way there, the whole place went mental. Everybody had finished. Them whole crowds were for me, just to get me to that end.
Michelle Turner touches the wall as well.
I looked up and Nate was cheering, and she come running down the steps and she gave me a hug. I made her proud of me that day for coming last, but it was miles more than that for us as a family. I was out of the house. I promised I would continue what I was doing. Thank you to you for standing by me through everything, for being so brave, age 4, and then helping me all along since.
You are not hidden. Never been.
I'm muting the song. You're going to get dinged and the stream will shut down.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
The songs are the worst.
I
need
you
to
know,
barf, I think.
I do too.
This is bonkers.
I can't believe
How
this.
much do you think they paid those people to say that?
Do you think he'll go up there and say this belongs to you?
No, he feels like he's a hero. I'm gonna barf. I'm gonna scream and then barf.
Andy really is barfing.
I
So cute, man.
Yeah.
You got to make that flight tomorrow, dude.
Yeah, dude, you got to get on that flight.
You got to get on that plane, man. Oh no, they're involving children. They're involving children now.
Oh, there he
is.
I haven't seen Megan yet.
I think this was all part of the plan when Christopher Reeve's son interviewed him.
Yeah.
Remember on ABC?
yeah.
Oh
They were
yeah.
like, we're going to give you an award too. We'll promote the Invictus Games then. Give us the first interview back to talk about the king.
Changed my life.
I'm shocked Megan is not in this video.
It's saving lives.
I'm sure they said that she can't. This is brilliant, by the way. As much as I want to vomit, this is brilliant PR. It's just all a lie, you know?
Yeah. This is. I would have never even cared about this, and now I care.
But look how much real estate of this award show this is taking up. And they're trying to confuse us to make us feel sorry for Harry.
Yes, like he's the hero who saved all these veterans.
Yeah. Not the asshole that steps out in front of him and has his Instagram loving wife.
Crying.
Oh, was that Megan up there to give the award? Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is beautiful. You're all just racists.
You're all just.
Yeah.
How
Enough
dare you
with all this-
take down a ginger?
Enough with all this structural racism. Enough.
Generational
It
curses.
was brilliant.
Okay, he didn't kiss her. Big deal. I can't believe he's like acting
Oh
like
my
this is
God.
a big deal. What a jerk. You
Yeah.
bought this award, you piece of poo. This is a pay to play, you piece of shite.
Oh. He did.
Oh,
I believe
Pat Tillman curling in his grave.
Oh. I
And you
think
know
he
what?
did that promotion to get money to pay to get
And
this
I
award.
can't
Yeah.
wait to do a deep dive into Pat Tillman's wife.
Mhm.
Thank you, Elizabeth, Israel, and Kirsty. Stay here. You need to be with me.
Yeah,
I'd like to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to everyone at the Pat Tillman Foundation, led by Marie Tillman Shenton, who I'm so honored is here tonight. I'd also like to acknowledge the Tillman family, especially Mrs. Mary Tillman, Pat's mother, Her advocacy for Pat's legacy is deeply personal.
She
and
hates
one
you.
that I respect.
Yeah. Keep her name
The
out your
bond
mouth.
between a mother and son is eternal.
And
transcends even the greatest losses.
Bingo.
The truth
brought
is,
that in.
I stand here not as Prince Harry Pat Tillman Award recipient, but rather a voice on behalf of the Invictus Games Foundation and the thousands of veterans and service personnel from over 20 nations who have made the Invictus Games a reality. This award belongs to them, not to me.
Oh, told ya.
That said, it is of great importance to me to highlight these allies, athletes, and their amazing families for their achievements, their spirit, and their courage at every opportunity, especially on nights like this, in front of people like you. Moments like these help us reach those that need Invictus most and reduce more than 20 veterans.
Let's be sure to
a day
listen for booze
taking
when
their
he's
own
done.
lives in this country alone. For those who may not know, Invictus comes from Latin, meaning undefeated.
We know, you moron.
Nelson Mandela credited the poem of the
God.
same name.
That's a nod to
written
Megan.
by the poet William Ernest Henley,
Megan
for
nod.
giving him the strength to endure nearly 30 years of imprisonment. Like that poem, the spirit of the Invictus Games transcends race, time, and borders. It is born from unity and exudes purpose. This year, we're celebrating 10 years of witnessing life-changing impact and healing through sport.
He's reading from a teleprompter.
Of course, because he's all prepared. I mean, you know you're going to win an award. You can't do that. That's pretty
Progress has
common.
been made since
No, you're
those
right.
first games. The world outside seems to be in an even more precarious state. We live in an age marked by polarization and division. Conflicts rage around the globe. Anger and resentment towards those who are different seem to pervade societies everywhere. Our community challenges that. Our community proves that unity is not just possible, but formidable. The beauty of the Invictus Games lies in how it brings people together, no matter one's nationality, background, or personal struggles. It is a collective built from courage.
This is
and
word
mutual
salad.
respect,
I hate this guy.
where athletes discover time.
I know what's
time
going
and
on.
You notice? I've been
common
counting,
denominator of
guys.
Humanity.
Yeah.
He has not given that trophy to any of those veterans.
This is the longest speech in history.
He is holding on to that with dear life.
They form a family.
How much more effective if he had given it to them to hold it while he talked, right?
Absolutely.
I'd like to thank everyone for this award where I ended all wars
I'll
single-handedly.
spare you another Latin lesson.
Thank you.
But the phrases translates roughly to leave no one behind. And they hold particular
Megan
significance.
takes that literally.
Except your family, except my country.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt Pat Tillman and his comrades lived by those words. So, it is fitting that I end with them and make a promise on behalf of all of us at the Invictus Games Foundation. No matter the road ahead, we are here for you. We will leave no one behind. Thank you.
Listen for booze.
No Megan. No kids.
I still won't let you hold it, though.
Good
You guys
one,
have
Andy.
broken hands. I can't trust you breaking it.
It's
Oh
like
my
I'm,
gosh.
I'm holding on to this with dear life.